3, 2, 1.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
What happened to welcome?
You said not to do it anymore, so I was like, fine.
Actually, I'll tell you why I said not to do it. It reminds me of the movie Welcome, and then the song Welcome.
Welcome.
Plays in my head, and it really bothers me.
Welcome.
Very nice.
Yeah, right before we started, I had a few calls, and Natasha was like, "Chalo, aaj main mahal banati hu." So she took out all the stuff from my bag that I lugged around, and then she set it all up for the podcast as a mood bana ke.
Turn the AC on so that the room gets cool.
And then I entered and I'm like, oh cool, this is all set up, great. And then I was like, oh, this thing is ka puspus, the little sponge on top of the mic for the people on audio. There's a little sponge that
It's
you
like a
place.
filter.
Yeah, it's a filter. It helps reduce plosives.
Which are like
or plosives, and Natasha's like looks at me angrily and she's like, fine, I guess all you can do, and this is a new word for me, I guess all you can do is appreciate me. Oh my god, Tashu. Huh?
it was a new word for me too.
Did you like
Also, I don't do these body movements that you're doing.
you do this.
I do not do
this. You don't do this all the time. Yeah, there you go.
Enough.
There's even a you know how in WhatsApp you can create custom GIFs. So I have a custom GIF of Natasha going like that, which is her like, I'm angry, but I'm also like being playful,
I'm
but
so
mostly
cute.
angry, but mostly playful. It's a thin line. It can go either ways. It really depends on the shift
Wow.
of the wind.
Just shut your
It really
mouth.
depends.
Whatever. Anyway, let's get straight to the topic.
Episode number?
I don't know, 33,
2.
2, 1,
God,
0.
Gosh, she's so popular.
What is
she
this like? What's the
she
point of
doesn't
keeping
remember.
count every time like this?
Because I want to reach 52.
52.
Yeah. That's one
One
year.
per week.
Yeah, it's 1 year.
Cute. But we won't reach 52 in time.
Eventually we'll reach 52, no?
Yeah, but it will not complete 1 year.
That's okay. That's fine.
There, sweet pea. Okay, cool. So we are talking about something Archit is very excited to talk about.
Yeah.
So you can explain it.
Yeah, so we were coming back from Lajpat Nagar yesterday after a birthday party, and this is when I realized like
I love
sorry.
I love when people are like, birthday party, and it makes me think of like a child's birthday.
Huh.
It's a party.
The party celebrating a birthday. There you go. You have an anniversary, you have a wedding, you have a birthday, and then you have death. Those are the parties that you go for.
Okay, fine. So
Actually, fun fact,
Lajpat
party
Nagar.
is not a term for celebration.
Okay.
Party is a conglomeration of people together with similar thoughts.
I understand. Same in politics.
Exactly. My PPE student.
It was MEP.
Oh, MEP.
Anyway, so
one of the P's was political science. I still know about this.
Whatever. So we were coming back from Lajpat Nagar
From a birthday party.
from a birthday.
Yeah. Party. And and I was like, oh my god, this is a great thought to do. And the idea was, like as a couple, we're always like together and we always are like, oh, we'll get a couple picture, and then we like don't always succeed in getting couple pictures. And so we've had some experiences with that, and we've like one figured out how to do it somewhat. And then the second is your significant other has a vision of what they look like in their head, and they then task you with taking pictures of them, and then they're thoroughly disappointed mostly of the pictures you take. So we want to talk about like how to take pictures of each other,
Okay.
along with like our favorite pictures that we've taken of the other, and the picture that they've taken of us that we like. And we want to like make it into like a picture story. Maybe Natasha will come up with the caption and the heading and all that.
Natasha will come up with everything.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I think the hardest one though is like when you're taking a trip.
Yeah.
It's just the two of you, and then you want pictures because like you want pictures together. You don't just want individual pictures or pictures of like something super scenic and blah blah blah. You want pictures together, and like that's something we always struggle with. but I feel like you struggle with everyone. Like even when Arishi and I took that trip, we were just like,
yeah,
no, you ask, no, you ask.
I mean,
no,
exactly
no,
why
ask.
it's like not a couple, as in just like it's a couple of people, right? Like a couple of couples.
Okay, so parties, he corrected me. Now couples, he's correcting me.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm mansplaining central today.
I don't think you should be proud of that.
I'm not. I'm anticipating the next thing you'll accuse me of after.
I would never.
Appreciate.
You're such an appreciator.
Appreciator.
Those are the plosives, by the way, that Archit's really just loving today. Just shut up. You're such an Okay, I'm gonna start talking because you're making me really awkward.
You're getting a phone call. You want to take that?
No, I don't want to take it.
That person wants to meet you today.
It's okay. I'll call them back.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, where do we start? Taking pictures as couple?
Yeah.
Or individual first?
No, couple.
Okay, I mean, like I kind of touched upon it when you're together, and it's just the two of you. It's really hard to. No, I have a story.
Oh,
too.
you do.
It's really hard to like get nice pictures, and we've tried it all. We've tried like 0.5 cam. We've tried like
0.5 is like a big give or take. Like
sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
Then we've done like like timer pictures, but again, like it's hard to get the right angle.
Yeah.
And then it's hard to find a place so you can just like leave your phone. With me, a person who doesn't like her phone to be on the ground. It's really hard. But we have a really cute one from Turkey actually when we went to see Galata Tower. And then I'd like stuck it in between these like grills. The photo. That one's actually really cute.
Turkey was one place where her phone was acceptable to be touched onto the ground.
It was
somehow was just so much cleaner.
India is just dirty.
But that's not
yucky.
Anyway, but actually the one way that has worked and what you just talked about is so big sign of privilege here, guys. But if you have an Apple Watch and you have an Apple phone, they kind of talk to each other. And so you can actually look at your phone. And we do that even for this recording because, again, we don't have anyone but us doing everything around here. You can actually just like look at your phone and control everything, frame and all of that, and then take a picture. In fact, when clients come to us and ask for couple content, a lot of times our watches are very useful.
Doing all the talking.
Are very useful in actually doing a lot for us. So that's definitely one way to do it. The other one, sorry, what you want to talk about?
The story.
No, I was talking about like our engagement also. That required a lot of engineering because I had to place the camera on like a umbrella stand, right? And then I was controlling that through my phone while also recording audio of what was being said on my watch at the same time. And so that
I have so many Apple products.
Like Steve Jobs did well that day. Like his ecosystem really helped me capture a very beautiful moment.
Bless him.
That will remain with us forever.
God bless him.
God bless.
Anyway, so and then finally the most uncomfortable way to get pictures of yourselves, you and your like person, whoever it may be.
Couple, part of your couple.
Is asking strangers to do it for you. And it's the worst thing. Like, I don't know. I just feel so shy about it.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. And I feel like I'm not the only person who feels shy about it.
I feel so shy about
it. It's really
I feel more shy than Natasha. And then Natasha bullies me to talk to people to get it done.
I'm always like, please.
And oh my god, the emotions, guys, it's just like, like as if like, a poor cancer patient, bald, last dying wish, is this, and she's like, this is the only thing I want, I don't want anything else, and then so happy.
You were so mean. And then it really...
These are all sounds that have come out of you. You know that.
It very quickly transitions.
The fact that she's not fighting with me means that she agrees.
She never lets me talk on
She's
this
like, that means it's like it's like, oh, it's so true. I don't have a leg to stand on, so I will just laugh and not say anything. Otherwise, you can't the host can't be muted like this.
Firstly, he's so loud. Okay. Secondly,
I'm getting energy into the room.
I'm such a soft-spoken gal. Except for on the roads of Delhi.
It's not part of your Punjabi gene. I don't know why you're fighting it.
I was gonna take your side only and be like, it very quickly moves into me being like, you don't care about me. You don't want to take photos with me.
Yeah. Oh my god, I couldn't even think of the words.
But I never scream.
इतना ही होता है, रोना ही होता है. Scream मतलब, when I say scream, I don't mean you're like berating me in public, but like,
yeah, duh.
But like you do like make a.
Okay, fine, whatever. Okay, let me tell my story now.
Yeah, tell your story. This is a story from Bangalore.
2 weeks ago, we were in Bangalore. Lovely time.
People know.
I know. I'm just giving a recap.
They loved the episode.
I'm just giving a recap on our life.
Yeah. So thank you for like also listening to that episode.
Okay, thanks, guys.
we also don't know why.
He never lets me finish what I'm saying.
Dasha, what does bang dash allure mean? Like when you wrote it.
It was
like
banging. Our trip was banging.
Oh.
I'm not weird and creepy.
I don't understand it. I actually wanted to ask you and then I didn't. I forgot.
It was like, it was a banging time.
Oh. Do you think everyone who like listened to it
hopefully
it was the highest listened to episode in a while?
Yeah, because you told everybody I was singing in the podcast.
She was. And she was so good.
No, I wasn't.
People loved it.
Terrible.
People loved it.
Anyway, so we were in Bangalore. We went to IKEA. Everybody knows about it because we've talked about it. And then basically, and again, we've mentioned this as well, but we had to wait for like 1 hour to get all of our stuff and then to be able to ship it to Delhi. So in that 1 hour, we were wasting time. We went out for a walk and stuff like that. And then I was like, oh, and then I saw this like wall and it was like half yellow and half blue. And I was like, I had the best picture idea. Okay. And I was like, Archit, we need to get a picture here. And then we were just like, but who the fuck is gonna take it for us? And there was one like fire hydrant, and I just like, I'll put my phone here, like in between these two grills. I was like, no way, like it's gonna fall. Steve Jobs थोड़ी ना चाचा है तेरे कि तेरे को फोन देगा.
नहीं चाचा तो है नहीं.
So I was like, please, your phone will fall. Please don't do that. So then we were like, so first I was like, fuck it, I have a new picture idea. We'll do this. I'll take photos of you, you take photos of me, and then we'll stitch them together. Because now if you long press on a photo in your gallery, it kind of like outlines the picture, the subject and focus, and then you can like copy that and paste it somewhere else. I was like, cool.
Remove the silhouette. Silhouette.
Cool, we'll like do it and I'll put up a story. And I had these like amazing ideas. We did not make it happen correctly.
Because it really like fucked up. Like she did it and first time she did it.
It wasn't so bad.
No, first time you did it. Yeah, first time you did it. You did it with me in frame, and then you removed yourself and added it, and you looked huge.
Yeah.
So then we're like, no, we'll do the other
And then
way
when
around.
I made myself like smaller, the proportions went off, right?
That's why guys, you need Adobe software.
Okay, whatever. So anyway, it wasn't working, and then there was like a group of 4 people just like taking photos after photos. It was like these 2 sets of couples. Okay?
Yeah.
And they were taking photo after photo after photo.
And honestly, they saw us.
Yeah, they saw us long back.
And that's how they got inspired to take pictures over there.
Yeah, probably.
But they weren't taking it in the crevice of the blue and yellow.
Yeah, I had harpoed the blue and yellow spot.
Actually, nobody even thought of how cool it would be.
Except for me.
Except for Natasha. And then they were all looking at just the yellow part of the building, which had like these dirty grills and all. Yeah. And it wasn't pretty, but like people love to take photos there. So they were taking. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. So anyway, so they're taking photos, and I'm like, Archit, awesome. And he's like, no way. And then again, of course, I threw my fit about like, you never want to take photos of me.
And she walked away.
I totally walked away. And then finally this like guard was walking. So then Archit stopped him and asked him for a photo. And he took one, it was sweet, but I think we didn't. The other challenge is when you're asking a stranger to take a photo of you, you can't be too coupley, because then it's like, it's a little bit of PDA and it's uncomfortable for them also. So both of us stood at like attention. And we took photos, and I was like, okay, whatever. Like I'm just gonna make my peace with it.
Yeah.
And then we were gonna leave. And like I started walking away, but I was like facing Archit and walking away, and Archit's back was towards these 4 people who were taking photos. And then this one guy comes like running after Archit to ask him for a photo, and
he went, boss, boss.
No, I think he called you bro.
Bro, yeah, bro, and I was like, bro.
And I saw him running towards Archit. I was like, there's no way I'm stopping Archit. Let it be embarrassing. I'm such an ass. So anyway, so then they were like, do photos. Now, between the two of us, every time somebody asks us for a photo, it's always Natasha who steps in and is like, I will take, because Archit can only photograph food. Really.
Guys, okay. Yes, I agree 100%. It's something that I say all the time, that I take photos of food as compared to people. I also have expressly told my family if they want to take pictures, and they're like, Archit, you take the good photos. I'm like, I am not a shadi photographer. I apologize to our shadi photographer, but I'm not that, so I can't do it. I'm not attuned to it. I don't care enough to take care of every person in the photo to do it well. But that being said, when I take pictures of people, and if Natasha's standing there, Natasha's giving me standing instructions. You know how is backseat driving? This is backseat camera photography taking. And the thing is, the people don't care. First of all, they don't know.
Yeah, but I want them to have a nice picture.
So exactly why I have now just resigned from that role. And whenever someone hands it to me and Natasha's there, I give it to Natasha and be
it's also like...
And I tell them, she's a world-class photographer who's a producer for Netflix movies. You will not be disappointed.
It's the biggest lie, but it's not.
None of that is technically a lie.
Okay, whatever. So anyway, and I'm the kind of person who will do like all the angles possible. Like,
she loves it, man.
People are like, wow, and I'm like, yeah. Say more nice things. Say more nice things about me.
Humble. Natasha was too humble.
So anyway, I took like 30 photos of them, because iPhone again, you just keep going.
Right.
And then after that, we were like, can you take some photos of us, please? and then like we were in their like section of the yellow wall, and then we like pulled them over the yellow and blue, and then got pictures clicked. But like we did it. High five.
It was great.
That was my story. Actually, it went on.
The bro, though, however, did do one thing, which I didn't even know existed, was that there are apparently iPhone presets of filters.
How do you not know?
He picked up a preset and put it on, and like I look like 10 shades lighter. I look like fucking Fair and Lovely has done magic on me. And it looked great. The photo looked great, but then every other time I took pictures of the food, I'm like, what the hell happened? Why is this capsicum?
But the other
blue
thing
now?
that iPhone does, and let's not get into the specifics, I know you know what it is and you'll have an explanation for it, but like it color corrects your photos as well. Sometimes depending on light. And that's what was happening to our photos in Bangalore, because the Bangalore sun is different from the Delhi sun. Yeah,
that's true. So that picture was I mean, so a couple photos are hard. There is no one solution. What we have found well is that instead of doing selfies, we like to like keep things away, and then just like the one thing that does do really well for us is we, instead of taking photos, we'll take videos and just like keep a phone away and like do things. And sometimes the frames in that are really pretty. So if you have a phone that can do like 60 FPS recording or 4K recording, do it on that, because when you take a screenshot of it, also the quality of that image is very high, and that does really well. But will you ever escape awkwardly asking people to take photos? No,
probably not, unless you're ballsy.
Yeah, and
which a lot of people.
But like identify the crowd that will do a good job with your photos.
My other worry.
पकड़ के भाग जाएगा.
Yeah, exactly. What if I give my phone to somebody, take a photo, and they just run away?
Natasha's trust issues are just next level.
We live in India.
Yeah, but still, like it doesn't happen as much as Natasha thinks it happens. It actually happens more in her beloved continent of Europe as compared to India. But that's
over there. We never gave our phones to anybody.
Exactly. So that's why we have no couple pictures. Okay. So yeah.
We used to find all of these scenes. Auntie, photo le lo.
I would टेढ़ा करके देती होंगी ना फिर.
Oh, it's too funny.
Okay, so now let's move into our next segment, which is we do a little competition, the compy. And Natasha is going to share the picture that she's the most impressed or loves that I have taken of her, and then I'll do the same.
Me first.
Yeah, you first.
Okay.
And guys, video listeners, all the photos that we're talking about, we're gonna overlay them onto the videos. I have taken up extra work for this. I don't know why, but it'll be fun. And
audio listeners, now's the time you switch over to video.
No, audio listeners, what I'll do is I will.
Don't tell.
What?
Archit, come on, we'll discuss it later. Okay, you ready? I have two, by the way. It's really hard.
By the way, I'm not posting a lot of pictures of Natasha on Instagram because my Instagram's on like a growth phase right now. We're gaining a lot of followers.
So we've broken up for the time being.
And if I do it, then all the followers go away. So.
Okay, whatever. Okay, so this is my favorite picture.
No, you have to first show a picture that I have taken of you.
You just said I have to show you the one that I have taken of you.
Oh, okay, fine. We'll do that.
I'm gonna hit this boy.
Okay.
So this is my favorite picture of Archit.
Yeah, we'll put it up on.
But there's another one which is a close second.
Okay, so I want to describe and.
I will describe. Yeah. So one, and they're actually very similar photos. So they're both in the daylight. The sun hitting your face in both photos. You're wearing blue t-shirts in both photos. One was during COVID and your hair was fully grown out, and the other one you have a really sharp haircut post COVID. June 2021. You're like laughing in both. You're actually
on a call in both.
No, on a call in one and on your phone in the other, and that's the only time he laughs. Clearly, I don't make him laugh enough. and you're looking down, and both they're actually very similar. It's just different angles.
Yeah.
The first one, the COVID one, is this, and he hates it because he doesn't like his hair. Yeah. I think it's so cute.
I have a bowl, like a mushroom cut in it, like straight up hair. I feel like right now also my hair in this video probably gonna be very similar because when they grow they just don't hold.
It grows.
When they grow, my hair are people's.
No, they aren't. Yeah. It is.
Natasha, because you have 10 feet of hair, you can like let go of them.
This is the second one. It's so cute. There's greenery all around him.
Yeah, this is Cafe Museo.
Yeah, I think
yeah.
I think my favorite I think my favorite thing about both pictures are his dimples, or like at least one dimple that shows.
She says I have a dimple, I don't.
Okay, just 1 second. The thing is, he doesn't always have a dimple, and when he smiles like this, he definitely doesn't. But I think it's in between a laugh and a smile where it shows up on only one side.
Yeah.
And it's damn cute, man. And then on your nose is so tiny and like upturned. It's just cute. You look cute. So I would still say this one.
I like it.
And he's with his one true love, cold brew.
I think that was an Americano.
Oh, whatever. Okay, mine?
Yeah. Can I show?
Okay, fine.
Okay. So what am I showing you? A picture of you, basically, that I've taken, right? Okay, so there are two. The first one I don't have downloaded, by the way. But Natasha knows which one it is, and I'll put it up on stories as well as on the video, which is
I've seen it.
It's the picture of Natasha in a blue, like a really stark blue, beautiful blue, Laney sweatshirt, and she's covered her eyes, and it's on 0.5. This is the first time 0.5 worked for us. For me at least, for her, and it's in gel, so it's like beautiful blue skies, like greenery in the back, and it's just a really pretty picture, and like Natasha's like curves are really like
it's on my Instagram
as well,
and I look really tall.
Yeah,
and I actually look like, can I open it up? I have it on my gallery.
Yeah,
I actually look like I'm like levitating. Right?
Yeah,
like, to an extent.
You look really like boss.
Because I'm doing my like foot thing, so one leg is up in the air.
Is that when you started the foot thing?
No, of course.
Guys, she does this thing where she like
everybody knows
her leg,
shut up.
And now I make fun of it by doing it as well.
Then, and my mom and your mom.
On her mother's birthday, her mom was doing the same thing. She said, I also want to do the actual thing.
And your mom as well.
My mom also does.
Yeah, that day she said, I'll also try. I was like, everybody needs to stop making fun of me right now. Here, this is the photo.
Yeah. So this is the photo. And
there are no curves, by the way. I'm wearing this giant bloody
It's just a really pretty picture.
But like my legs look like they're up in the air.
Yeah.
I actually really like
it. And it has a giant shadow and like the clouds. And it's just like, it's like one of those things like, as a memory, it was just a nice memory because Tashu was also like, this is the first time she saw snow and we saw it together and just happiness. And then the second one is, I make Natasha do these things where like if there's a really like picturesque area anywhere that we go, like like a monument kind of a thing, I'll stand back and like try and frame the entire like monument. And if it's empty enough, I'll tell Natasha to go run away towards the monument.
Can I just say something?
Yeah.
I feel like this is a lie.
Why? I made you do that in Chandigarh.
This was
and
the first
Amritsar,
time.
And then Amritsar also.
So you don't make me do it. This just happened.
How many monuments have we gone to? So
let's go to India Gate.
And I take this picture, and so it comes off as this like
You're not showing it properly.
really prettily like framed photograph of this mountain, and then my beautiful gal
Mountain
of this monument, and then my beautiful gal in the middle, and then of course there is sometimes other things pop up, like in this one there's a little pigeon, and Natasha hates birds, and the caption for this photo, which she's also taken posted on her Instagram, I think
you posted it on my birthday.
Yeah, is actually like Natasha chasing pigeons. Like,
I mean,
that was the
this trip, and on this day specifically, we were at Jaipur Palace, and there were pigeons everywhere.
Yeah.
And you were taking photos of me with pigeons, and I was running away and making faces. And then you put a set of stories.
Yeah. So I do all those things, and like I genuinely think that like more than taking pictures of Natasha's like face and like outfit and all, which again are very manicured images, right? Like anywhere.
No, they aren't. My face is my face.
And not you, but the concept of that photo is a very manicured
this
photograph.
Is also manicured.
It's not manicured. It's an event. We're like there's a movement to the photograph.
Okay, but I like to have photos of my face as well.
Yeah. So Natasha's also going to teach us how to take pictures.
And I'll tell you why. I feel like, and this is again, I shouldn't feel this way, but I feel it, is when I post pictures of anything but my face on my like Instagram, my engagement is very low.
Yeah.
People prefer to see my face because I'm gorgeous hamisha.
Humble hamisha.
No, it's just a thing that
Right.
happens, and that's why I just prefer to have face photos.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
And I think
whatever.
I have a cute face.
But like for me, like I always just like whenever I see this picture or the picture of the monument in Natasha, I'm just like, oh, like this is such a fun memory. Like we actually like, it reminds me of the time as compared to when it's like an outfit picture, and I'm just like, I remember the time, but I don't remember this.
Yes, to the outfit picture. I understand that.
Yeah.
I never ask you to take pictures of me in specific.
And I like to do that. Sometimes when I would like, the first time Natasha wore a sari, I was so happy. I was like, oh my god, let me take
it
like
was the
8
first
pictures.
time I wore a sari. It's the first time you saw me in a sari.
First time, yeah, I mean, I bought her a sari and then she was like, okay, I'll wear it.
Okay. I just play with my dress. Can you stop? Okay, now picture of me that you've taken.
Yeah.
Is this picture.
Oh, nice.
And I just think I just really like how I
It was
look
on your
in it.
birthday.
It was on your birthday.
It was on my birthday.
29th January 2021. I just like how I look. And I think it has nothing to do with photo.
Yeah. It was
the
in
way
grammar room.
It's the way I look. It
And-
was in grammar room wearing this like nice big fuzzy
Turtleneck
pink
sweater.
turtleneck sweater. I have a pink scrunchie around my wrist. I have neither of these rings, but another ring that I used to wear with my birthstone, and it's a January birthstone. So how cute is that? And then I'm holding like a little glass of wine, though that's not wine. There's a cocktail in there, and there's a whiskey. I want to say whiskey orange coffee something
It's an old
drink.
fashioned, yeah.
I don't know. And on the table in front of me, and I think my eyes look really nice in it. Like I think my eyeliner was really nice, and you can barely see my scar unedited. Like, and my hair looks good. So yeah, I think I just like the photo.
Yeah. Good picture.
Thanks.
Good picture. I did well in this.
You did really well.
So that's a nice one.
Okay.
I'll go with mine. Mine is this picture that she took with Besan and I.
Besu.
And this was a while ago, I feel.
It was like the first Diwali. So
Yeah.
2019.
So first Diwali, I was wearing my Nicobar kurta, and Besan was like chilling with us. This actually has a great picture of us together as well.
It's not a great picture. Oh, that was we were trying to get a couple pictures.
Yeah.
And we set up like a tripod, and we were like, we will do this. And it was just terrible, like a completely flat photo. I think that's something that's really important, is when a person is taking a photo, you get more angles and you see more depth as opposed to a really steady, just like a tripod doing it. I don't know why. Like, I'm not going to get into the technicalities of it, But like that photo of us is terrible, and I think we're also standing at attention.
Right,
The one in front of the
right.
wall. That's the one you're talking about.
Yeah, no, but there's also the one where this is taken that was not bad.
The one Anita took.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
okay.
so there were a couple,
There was,
and but this picture is really sweet because like
At least show it properly to camera.
I just really like the whole capture, and like again moving object like Basin is in it, and his like his lip, he's just moved his lip up, tongue up,
Yeah.
and my arms look nice in this, and I have that like really nice like Desi boy orange glow, which is
Yeah.
like it's like doing really well with like Basin's blackness, and
And
that's the
orange
great
face.
thing about it. Like Basin's the dark dog, that I look lighter in front of him, and like my features are shown more. Not
You're
that
so
like
funny.
I'm not like dark conscious. I'm just like sometimes cameras don't do justice to me. So so I just really enjoyed that picture. And again, it's memory. It's like our Diwali together, our first Diwali together. We did a lot of things for that Diwali. We had our first like party together at
Which
the same
we discussed
time.
on the podcast, I think,
Yeah.
last episode.
So like again, really like memorable image. So I really like that. And of course, like Natasha, any picture that you guys see on Instagram that is just of me is pretty much Natasha taking them.
I have I've taken some really cute.
Yeah,
photos.
like the ones, if you've seen my Instagram recently, I put up pictures of, it's called like stages of a brain freeze. And that was just me eating a granita that I made last year. And like, as I was eating it, I was dying, and Natasha took all those pictures. And those are really sweet.
My
as well.
trick to get him to get him to look good in a picture, because if I tell him to smile, he gets awkward.
Yeah.
I
Tell me
just
to
fucking
Tell me to
smile. I just tickle him. It's the best because like
Yeah.
one, his like body is not like upright and straight because that's too like rigid. Two, like your dimple comes out because I'm making you laugh. And three, like I just get like these different angles. Like sometimes more of your hair is showing, or like you're tilted forward or something like that. You're at like an awkward position, but it looks cute. So like that's my trick.
Yeah.
And honestly, the best way, and people can make fun of it as much as they want, but candids look the best.
Yeah.
Right? And even when we're taking photos, usually one of us is cracking a terrible joke so the other laughs, and then so they laugh, and like that's how we get cute pictures.
Yeah,
together.
we're always like, I mean, I'm very pro candid, because if someone tells me to smile on camera, I'm
we're
the
standing at
worst.
attention.
In fact, if you see the pictures as well, like the ones that are like really good are the ones where I'm not looking at camera. The ones that I'm looking at camera are the worst pictures ever. Even there was even in fact a photo shoot where I had to hold a taco and promote whiskey, and it was
Don't ask us why.
It was the longest shoot for a single static photograph that I've ever done, because I had to start at like 7:30 in the morning to cook chicken tacos. And honestly, you could see none of the tacos. You could see the brand of the whiskey and the flattest photo of me possible.
Yeah.
Like it literally looked like someone took a pane of glass and put it on my face
You
and
looked so unhappy.
crunched it up. And then it's like, smile! So it was just that. And that was the worst. So like, Natasha does such a good job. But I also want you to tell me, how do I take better pictures of you? Because I feel like you're constantly disappointed. Honestly, the day that she likes a picture makes my day. I'm like, bahut chitna.
So
Sorry, thina ekdam badhiya.
The most important thing is angles, I would say. So like I don't have a side preference in terms of profile for my face, but like
Thank
because
God.
I hate doing that. Let's move over because this is my side. Anyway, the problem between us, and like it's not so bad, but I notice it, is because you're taller, you take pictures from a higher angle, and then I end up looking like shorter.
Yeah.
So I prefer for you to be at my level, or a little lower perhaps, because if you're lower, then I'm a little taller. Which I also do.
Yeah.
Even when I'm taking pictures of people, strangers, I will take like the frontal angle. If they're taller than me, I'll go up. I tend to go down, and I tend to step back and then take pictures from afar as well. That's the most important.
You don't
have that kind of commitment.
No, but I you know why I do it that way, the way that I do it. Because I see you like that, You're little small poppy. So like I have to, when I look at you from here and
But
I
it
do
makes
it.
me look so tiny.
But that's what you are. You look tiny.
Not tiny.
Girly.
So I mean, yeah, you've taken some awful pictures of me as well. Those do exist. I
put them up,
I
don't worry.
always fucking correct him, and I'm like, change it, get to my height, get lower than
Yeah.
me, and then take it. So like, we do have some, and I don't know where they are.
Honestly,
but,
the
like,
best pictures I've taken of Natasha, the fucking masterpieces, are the ones you'll never see because those are the ones where she's just out and out asleep.
Just shut up.
Or like, we know, one eye is shut while an eye is open while she's eating something. I have those as well. Some of them will come out eventually.
But yeah, I think the height and the angle of that is the most important.
Yeah.
But like, for me, height, and then of course, like, you're gonna get a shitty picture if your surrounding is shitty, and then you can't expect it to be great. And like, yeah,
like, that's something that we are all, both of
but
us
I
are very
feel like,
conscious
yeah,
about.
like, we'd never even asked for a picture of the surrounding was shitty.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, so yeah, framing is very important for photographs. Like, definitely look at the frame. Look at how the frame complements your clothes as well, because those are the big reasons why a picture will highlight better or lower. If you are into like color corrections, then you probably know the basics of photography, so I'm not going to go into it. The very big basic thing though is always look for where your light is coming from. You want your subject to be facing the light, which means that the light is falling on them. And it's
on their face.
On their face, yeah. And potentially you may even be casting a shadow on them, but that's okay because you'll go far enough that your shadow won't be a problem. But like, yeah, like, make sure that they are, and we have this like constantly, like, our parents will ask for photographs and then they'll find the dingiest corner and be like, yahan lete hain. I'm like, ghum jao bas, like, just turn around because that's where the light source
I mean,
is.
like, even this podcast, for instance. So when we're recording in my house, we can only record like this because my table is this way and the light source is here. But at Archit's house, we record facing the light because that's better. So ideally, we would be facing right and recording, but we can't do that.
Yeah.
But that's the best way to do it.
But also with what we have here, how we've also engineered it is that there's a little bit of an angle, which means that
some light is hitting
us, and we're far away that the light hits us before it blocks our background. So that's why. And then sometimes if we're doing it at night, there's a cabinet on top, and that cabinet raises, and there are lights there, and they come on our face. Anyway, we can talk about light.
And then last thing I think is also like just the very basic rule of thirds.
Yeah.
And how you're placing your subject in the frame. Especially when you have a nice background and you want a bit of that to show as well. Like, maybe frame the person a little off center so that you're seeing a little more of what's surrounding them and everything. I actually don't mind being in the center of the frame, but it just really depends on the kind of photo. Like, if I'm sitting down, I don't mind being in the center of the frame, but if I'm standing up, I would prefer to be off center. And I think that's also how we take photos. You take photos of food like that as well. You always have a corner or an angle as opposed to a full like circular plate and uska photo. Like, you do those as well, but you tend to use the other ones. So it's pretty similar. Archit just is not as dedicated to photography of people as I am.
Yeah, I'm really not.
But he's learning. He's getting better.
Even with the rule of thirds, there is one of that. And then the other thing that really bothers me is when you have a beautiful background. It's not just like a colorful wall in Goa, but like it's an actual, like, you're standing next to a mountain or something.
I know where this is going.
And then you are on the left, and then like Mount Everest is right above you. Not what you're thinking, there's someone do choti on top. That's not what I mean. But I'm like, at that point, you are not
need to be in the photo.
Yeah, you're not adding value to the photo. Yeah. So either you take a photo of Mount Everest and the beautiful surrounding, or you take a photo of the person, but then find a way to make it look like they're in the wilderness, but there is foreground and background, and we have to like accept that both of them exist, and we have to celebrate both. Otherwise, there's no point.
The most challenging is when you're like, okay, let's say you're at like Qutub Minar and you're like, I want a photo with the Qutub Minar. I don't know why, but whatever. Because it's far away from you, you're never going to be in the same frame unless you're standing way ahead and like the Qutub Minar is far back and the person taking the photo is also further away from you and stuff like that. You're going to be either really tiny and you'll only see the monument, or they'll be really close to you and you'll be massive and a little bit of the monument is going to show. Yeah. I'm like, you don't need that kind of photo, man. Just like leave it, mama. Yeah. I'm talking to you.
Yeah, like classic mama
thing. It's classic parent behavior.
Yeah. Like even when we went to Turkey, we took no pictures next to monuments. We saw the monuments. Yeah. We took pictures of the monument.
Yeah.
But we were not like, oh, let's take picture, touch wall, touch brick, and take picture. And actually, there is a picture of Natasha doing that. Remember when we took the leaning picture next to Galata Towers?
No.
I took it from really below, and then you were like, "Whoa!" Like that. We have it.
Maybe just for the like.
Just for the fun of it. Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Anyway, let's wrap this up. I hope that was not informative.
It's okay.
By the way, I got a new dress, guys. Looks like a t-shirt. It's quite ugly, to be honest, but it's so comfy. And it was for like $1,100.
From where?
I don't know the name. I'll find it, I guess. If somebody really cares, they can ask me.
Okay. That's a test. If you stayed this long enough.
It's not really like the best sell out, but it's really comfy. And I was like, it's going to be my travel dress from now on.
Yeah, because Tasha travels so much.
Only in business class.
Then you don't need the dress, no? Why don't you be an Amir Khan and just carry a giant pillow with you everywhere?
Amir Khan?
Yeah.
He does that?
Yeah.
Anyway, maybe I will, maybe I won't. We'll never know.
All right.
And we're gonna go now.
See you guys.
And bye.
Bye.